Thank you for honoring our invitation in spite of the rain. This morning, we are delighted to share with you a major, massive breakthrough in the service has made in our fight against violent crimes, specifically armed robbery. The operation over the past year, the service recorded a number of robberies targeting financial institutions, particularly rural banks. My team and I, after analyzing these robberies, observed a similar pattern. We immediately got to work after painstaking investigations, working with credible informants, analyzing available data, surveillance across several regions. We launched a targeted operation to arrest these criminal elements. This operation took us to the Ahafo, the Western, the Central, Eastern, and Ashanti region in towns such as Esreso, Edija, Ejiso, Achiankrum, Atonso, Chirapatri, Ahua, Zongo, Aputoja, Abotem, please forgive me my language, Kasebost, Eswofua, Atosu Monaco, Pechi, Obuase, and Boaho near Kronom. These are the hideouts, and Boaho near Kronom. These are the hideouts of these criminals. I'm delighted to announce that we have successfully dismantled the gang behind all these robberies. So far, we have successfully arrested So far, we have successfully arrested 10 suspects. 3 other suspects were shot dead in the course of the operation during a shootout with the police. We have launched a manhunt for the remaining suspects who are on the run. We will not stop until we get them arrested. We were also able to recover 14 weapons, including AK-47 rifles, pump-action guns, a single-barrel gun, pistols, ammunition, vehicles, mobile phones, among others. The Director General CID will give you the full details of the operation, the suspects, exhibits, among others. Commendations. I would like to acknowledge and commend Ashanti Regional Police Commander and his intelligence team for the role they played to ensure the success of this operation. Commander, get up. Get up. Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him. Thank you. I would also like to commend all other officers who played critical roles towards this successful operation. I wish to sincerely thank members of the public who volunteered credible information to the police that contributed to this breakthrough. I want to take this opportunity to call all members of the public to support the police with information for successful investigation. Let us all be vigilant members of the community and report any suspicious persons or activities to the police. As you may be aware, the service is committed to rewarding credible information shared to support our investigation. In conclusion, I would like to assure you that the police will continue to make life uncomfortable for criminal elements in our society. We will continue to pursue you till you are brought to justice. On this note, I want to inform you that the Police Management Board have decided to promote 3 chief inspectors to the Police Academy. Three inspectors to chief inspector. 2 sergeants to inspector. 1 corporal to sergeant. 3 constables. They are lucky, very fresh. They are giving lance corporal. To the senior officers, the Police Council will take a decision on them. Thank you very much. Okay, so these are the suspects. We can let them go back to the black area.
So the suspects will take leave of us as the IG indicated. We will show you a video, so kindly be looking towards the screen to my left. Thank you very much. Okay, also your video is going to become sure. The videos depict how our officers were able to retrieve the weapons from these criminals, some of the weapons, how well they were concealed, and despite that, our officers were able to recover them. I think the internet is giving us a few breakages here and there, but we will share them with you in due course. Yes, please. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now invite the Director General CID, Commissioner of Police, Ms. Lydia Yakodonko, to give us the full brief. Please let's receive her with a clap.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, good morning once again. On behalf of the Inspector General of Police and members of the Police Management Board, I am also delighted to welcome you to this Election Command Center of the National Police Headquarters for this morning's briefing. As the IGP indicated, I'll be giving the full briefing on this major success chalked by the Ghana Police Service in our crime-fighting efforts, especially against armed robberies. Through sustained intelligence operations over a period of 6 months, the Ghana Police Service, under the able leadership of the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Teteyohono, has successfully dismantled the notorious criminal syndicates who have been behind several robberies in various regions of the country. The syndicate, believed to be made up of about 15 persons, have carried out mainly bank robberies in the Ahafo, Western, Central, Eastern, and Ashanti regions, in addition to other robberies. So far, 10 members of the syndicate have been arrested and are in police custody, as you just witnessed them today in this room. 3 other suspects were shot dead following an exchange of fire with the police during the operation, and efforts are ongoing to get the remaining suspects arrested. The suspects are Akwesi Ejay, alias Cobra, Ibrahim Al-Hassan, Samuel Apia, alias Akwesi Mugu, Francis Akwa, alias Preman, David Obobi, alias Wasti, Martin Akansina, alias 1 Billion, Nana Yao Frimpong, alias Mystical, Kojo Atingawo, alias Boga, Samuel Akwesi Jan Stephen Say, Koku Pepra, alias X5, he is deceased. Bozin is also deceased. Kwabna Owusu Ansa is at large, and 1 Albert also at large. The banks affected are as follows. Adansi Rural Bank in Fomena was attacked on the 10th of April 2025. The Lower Pra Rural Bank at Takrade in Traban was attacked on 24th April 2025. Asokore Rural Bank in Asokwa was attacked on the 18th of May 2025. Ahafo Kukom Rural Community Bank branch was attacked on the 30th of May 2025. In Wabeja Rural Bank at Ofinso was attacked on the 10th of July 2025. Bosomchi Rural Bank at Sontreso was attacked on the 18th of July 2025. Kakum Rural Bank at Elmina was attacked on 4th August 2025. MRB Bank in Winneba was attacked on the 15th of August 2025. The South Birim Rural Bank at Achim Asene was attacked on 16th August 2025. The EcoBank Ahafo Kenyasi branch was attacked on the 8th of September 2025. And lastly, St. Martin de Porres Co-op Credit Union at Atonsu, Monaco was attacked on 14th September 2025. I'll give you a brief fact of these robberies. On the 10th of April 2025 at about 1 a.m., this gang attacked and robbed the Adansi Rural Bank at Fomena and made away with an undisclosed amount of money and 2 pump-action guns belonging to the security men on duty. The gang scaled the bank wall, tied up the security men, and cut the security door with an industrial electric cutting machine before gaining access into the bank's vaults. On 23rd April 2025 at 4 a.m., the same gang armed with pump-action guns attacked and robbed the Lower Pra Rural Bank at Takrade in Traban. The robbers broke into the bank and used an industrial electric cutter to cut the bank's vaults and made away with the money in the vaults. On 18th May 2025, about 1:45 a.m., the same group, armed with pump-action guns, robbed the Asokore Rural Bank at Wood Village, Kumasi, and made away with cash from the bank's vault, and also bolted with 1 pump-action gun with 6 AAA live ammunition and cash the sum of 2,060 Ghana cedis belonging to the security guard on duty, who they tied up and abandoned. On 30th May 2025, the same men, armed with 3 pump-action guns, broke into the Ahafo Community Bank at Kukum after having held the security man captive and tying his hands behind his back. The robbers broke into the bank vault with an electric cutting machine and made away with the cash. On 10 July 2025, these robbers, again armed with pump-action guns, stormed the Nwabija Rural Bank at Ofinso, took the security guard hostage, tied his legs and hands at his back. They then broke into the banking hall, but could not get access into the vaults. They then bolted with 11 AA live ammunition. On 18 July 2025, same gang broke into the Bosomchi Rural Bank at Adwenpa in Kumasi. However, the swift response of the police there foiled their plans and they bolted from the bank premises. Again, on 4th August 2025, the same gang armed with pump-action guns besieged the Kakum Rural Bank premises, accosted the security guards, including a police officer on duty, tied them up and proceeded to the banking hall. They then used an electric cutter to cut open the vaults and made away with the money. On 15th August 2025, at about 1 a.m., a gang armed with pump-action guns broke into the MRB bank premises off the Winneba Swedu Road, held some bank staff residing closer to the bank hall hostage, and attempted to rob the bank. Their attempt to cut open the vault as usual failed due to the prompt response of the police patrol team. However, they managed to escape after firing shots at the patrol team. Meanwhile, they left behind one pump-action gun loaded with 8 cartridges and one industrial electric cutter. On 16th August 2025 at 1:45 a.m., the same gang proceeded to Achim Asine, where they robbed the South Birim Rural Bank. Armed with pump-action guns, they entered the bank premises, held the security man hostage, and later bolted with cash from the bank. On 25th August 2025, the gang, again armed with 3 pump-action guns, stormed the Wenchi NIB Bank, tied the security man and held him hostage. They broke into the bank vault and made away with the money. On 8 September 2025, the gang, again armed with 3 pump-action guns and 1 AK-47 rifle, stormed the EcoBank Kenyasi premises and, due to their large number, held the 2 police officers on duty hostage at gunpoint and seized their 2 AK-47 rifles loaded with ammunition, together with 3 mobile phones. Their attempt to cut open the main vaults failed due to faulty electric industrial cutter machine. They then bolted with the 2 service AK-47 rifles. And lastly, on Sunday, 14th September 2025, at 3:30 a.m., the same gang, armed with pump-action guns and 3 AK-47 rifles, broke into the St. Martin de Porres Cooperative Credit Union at Atonsu, Monaco, held the security man and his wife hostage, and robbed the bank of an amount of money. Police, on arrival at the scene, retrieved 1 AK-47 rifle magazine loaded with 10 rounds of ammunition. Exhibits so far recovered by the police from the suspects include the following: 3 AK-47 assault rifles, 1 single-barrel gun with 1 AAA ammunition, 7 pump-action guns, and 96 rounds of AAA ammunition, 3 Bruni pistols with 40 rounds of ammunition, 1 M&P pistol with 4 rounds of ammunition, cash the sum of 18,845 Ghana cedis, 104 US dollars, 190 Liberian dollars, 5,800 naira, 31,000 sefa, and a quantity of assorted Ghana coins. 6 vehicles, 4 motorbikes, assorted mobile phones, and jewelries. Ladies and gentlemen, it is worth noting that one of the AK-47 rifles marked GHGP/ASH/TEPA/TP/B1523 retrieved from this gang was a police service weapon issued to number 48034 G Corporal Francis Eduyao, then at Tepa Police District Headquarters, who was sadly attacked by armed robbers and killed on the Bibiani-Goso Highway on 29 November 2024 while he was returning from an official duty. This is an indication that this same gang committed that heinous crime. The other 2 AK-47 rifles, also service weapons, were snatched from officers who were on duty at EcoBank Ahafo Kenyasi when they were attacked by a gang of armed robbers on 8 September 2025. Between November 2024 and September 2025, the police administration responded to a series of bank robberies across the country. A critical analysis of these robberies revealed a similar modus operandi employed by the robbers. Their modus was that the gang armed with pump-action guns attack a bank, hold the security guards hostage, snatch their weapons, and then use industrial cutting machines to break into the vaults of the banks. Targeted intelligence gathering across the affected regions led police to one of the suspects, one Kwabna Owusu-Ansah alias Kobi, an ex-convict who is believed to be the mastermind who recruited several others for the robbery operations. On 18 September 2025, an intelligence team proceeded to Esereso Adeja, where sustained surveillance led to the arrest of suspect Kwesi Eje alias Cobra, the leader of the gang, in his hideout at Esereso Adeja. A search conducted in his house and its surroundings led to the retrieval of 2 AK-47 rifles marked BA 406069 and AB 405216, with a magazine loaded with 13 rounds of ammunition concealed in a sack buried in a pond of water behind his house. The said weapons were police rifles, which were snatched from policemen on duty at Ecobank Kenyasi branch on 8 September 2025. A Toyota Noah minibus with registration number AS295625 was also recovered and impounded. On interrogation, suspect Kwesi Eje alias Cobra admitted to the robberies and mentioned suspects Kwabna Owusu-Ansah alias Kobi, David Ebobi alias Kofi, David Wasti, Francis Akwa alias Preman, Stephen Say, Martin Akansina alias 1 billion, Kweku Prepar alias X5, Nanaya Frimpon alias Mystical, Kojo Atingao alias Boga, Al-Hassan Ibrahim, Samuel Apia alias Akwesi Mugu, Samuel Akwesi Jan, Nati Bongo, Bozin and Albert as his accomplices in the various robberies. Further intelligence led to the arrest of David Obobi alias Wasti, a trotro driver, from his hideout at Ejisu Achia Krum. A search conducted in his room revealed 7 pump-action guns, 97 live rounds of AAA ammunition, 4 foreign pistols, and 36 live rounds of 9mm ammunition, a hammer, a metal cutter, 5 heavy-duty metal chisels, and assorted mobile phones. A red-colored Toyota Hiace minibus with registration number AS9039/21, used in conveying the suspects to the various robbery destinations, was also recovered and impounded. The team later arrested suspect Stephen Say at Atonsu Chirapatre. A search in a silver-colored Toyota Corolla saloon car with registration number GG4721 led to the retrieval of 1 AK-47 assault rifle marked GHGP/ASH/TEPA/TP/B1523 with a magazine loaded with 25 rounds of ammunition concealed in the front passenger door. The said AK-47 rifle was observed to be the same police service rifle which was robbed from the police officer who was shot and killed by the robbers. Police moved to Ahwea Zongo, Aputoja, Abontem, and Kasi Bost and arrested suspect Ibrahim Al-Hassan, 30 years, a taxi driver, Francis Akwa alias Preman, 30 years, a trailer driver, and Martin Akansina alias 1 billion, 43 years, a truck pusher, respectively. A red and yellow Opel Astra taxi cab with registration number GT1992V and a black Absonic motorbike number M25AW2177 were retrieved from suspects Ibrahim Al-Hassan and Martin Akansina, respectively. The team proceeded to Esiofua, where suspect Kweku Pepra alias X5, who engaged a shootout with the police, got shot. A Bruni pistol loaded with 4 rounds of ammunition was retrieved from him. Another team proceeded to Esereso Living Waters and arrested suspect Kwejo Atingao, 35 years, a drinking sport operator, and retrieved 1 single barrel gun and 1 AAA cartridge from him. The team then went to Apromase near Odom to arrest suspect Kwabna Owusu-Ansah alias Kobi, but met his absence. His red Toyota Corolla number GR607618 and black Suzuki motorbike number M25AS9360 were impounded for investigation. On 19 September 2025, acting upon information that the pump action gang robbed at St. Martin de Porres Cooperative Credit Union at Atonsu, Monaco on 14 September 2025 was in the custody of suspect Natibongo, who lived at Pechi and Obuasi. A team moved to the location for his arrest. However, the suspect got shot during an exchange of fire with the police. Two pump action guns numbers ASAX 10158-2020, which was robbed at St. Martin de Porres, and ASAQ 936723 with 31 rounds of AAA ammunition and one M&P pistol loaded with 4 rounds of 9mm ammunition were retrieved from him. The team further proceeded to Boho near Kronum and arrested suspect Samuel Akwesi Apia alias Akwesman, 37 years, a trotro driver, and Yao Frimpong alias Nanayao alias Mystical, 32 years, an apprentice from their hideouts. A black unregistered Toyota Voxy vehicle was retrieved from suspect Samuel Akwesi Apia alias Akwesman. Suspect Kweku Pepra alias X5, Natibongo and Bozin Akwesi Apia, who engaged police in a shootout during the operation, were shot and died while receiving medical attention. The bodies have been deposited at the morgue for preservation and autopsy. From investigation conducted so far, I can report that some of the suspects upon interrogation have confessed to their involvement in the robberies. In addition, investigation has been able to confirm that some of the suspects were present at the various crime scenes around the time these robberies occurred. Also, during an identification parade, some of the suspects were positively identified by some victims of the robbery. Additionally, some of the exhibits, including the AK-47 rifles, some of the pump action guns, and mobile phones, have also been positively identified. Investigation is still ongoing. All the suspects are in custody and will be put before court while efforts are intensified to get those at large arrested. Before I conclude, I would like to once again highly commend the Ashanti Regional Commander and all the officers whose dedication and professionalism contributed to this successful operation. We are indeed proud of you. I wish to make a special mention of my boss, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Tete Yohonu. Sir, your special competencies in intelligence operations and your leadership guided this operation and many others to success. We are indeed grateful. Ladies and gentlemen, we wish to assure the good people of Ghana that the Ghana Police Service will continue to work around the clock to ensure security, law, and order at all times in the country. As always, we call on all our stakeholders and the general public to continue to support the police, report suspicious activities, and share credible information with the police. To the criminals out there, always remember that you may run and hide, but we will surely get you arrested to face the full rigors of the law. We are coming for you. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Please, if there are any questions specific to this briefing, we'll be happy to take them now. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, this brings us to the end of this morning's briefing. We are grateful to the Inspector General of Police and members of the Police Management Board and other officers who were able to join us. Please, the exhibits are on display here. Kindly bring your cameras and capture them for your report. Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming. We are grateful.
I'm waiting for somebody now. I want them to